Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hallmark Guy Podcast. I am Baptiste, the Hallmark Guy, and today I'm going to recap and review a 2026 Hallmark Channel movie. We're going to talk about Our Little Park Music, which premiered on Saturday, April 11th, 2026 at 8/7 Central on Hallmark Channel as the fourth new 2026 Spring into Love movie, and it starred Lacey J. Maley and Bo Mirchoff. I was really happy to see Bo back on Hallmark. His last Hallmark movie was The Finish Line during Countdown to Christmas 2024, and that is one of the movies I missed that season. If I remember correctly, it premiered right before Holiday Touchdown, A Cheap Love Story, and I was at the red carpet event for the movie, red carpet premiere, and was never able to catch it after that. Hopefully, one day I will see it, but very happy to see Bo in another new Hallmark movie. In the movie, Lacey plays Allie, the city manager of Springville on the Upper West Coast. She likes to plan and have things figured out. The city has received a grant, but to get it, they have to build a fountain in the town square, and to do that, they have to demolish a gazebo, and that is all that Allie is worried about right now. Bo plays Ryan, a rookie cop. He tried to get into the Seattle PD 3 times, but never got in, and can try again in 6 months. And he is very by the book. His first encounter with Allie is when he gives her a ticket for jaywalking. After receiving the ticket, Ali is of course mad, and she's walking to City Hall and sees a piano in the gazebo that they're supposed to destroy, demolish. Demolish is better. Problem is, no one knows who put it there. She and Ryan investigate and get it removed, but a second one gets put in there the next day. And the people of Springville like it. They play the piano, the ballet classes are held outside, and a lot more things. Problem is, it has to go to receive the grant. But in order to remove it, they have to investigate again. So Ali and Ryan team up, they grow close together, and after the second one is removed, a third one is placed there by Ryan. So now Ali's mission is to find a way to put a public piano while also putting a fountain in the town square. She also has to figure out what to do with Ryan, who is supposed to go back to Seattle. In the end, Ryan decides to stay, and they rename the town square Springville Municipal Park, and the plaza in front of the city hall becomes the town square. And we'll have the fountain. That way, they found a loophole, and they get the best of both worlds. And of course, Ali and Ryan are in love. So, as usual, we're going to start with what worked for me. And what worked for me was the story. Once again, we have a small town, and I love a small town. I've said it before. I'll watch the New York movie. I'll watch the big city movie. I'll watch the occasional international movie. But what I'm looking for when I'm on Hallmark Plus most of the times is a small town. So I was really happy to get a small town story where everyone knows each other. It's really cozy. Love that. And I love the overall vibe of that small town, and that it was on the Upper West Coast, which I love. And apparently it was filmed in Victoria, Canada, so right above Seattle. So like we're there. That was accurate. And yeah, again, I love the whole vibe of the small town and all that. What I liked also was the cast. I knew Lacey from Chesapeake Shores, and I knew Bo. I've known Bo for like 13 years because he starred in Wizards of Waverly Place Alex versus Alex. And so ever since then, I've kind of followed his career, what he's doing, and was really happy when he joined Hallmark. Hidden Gems is an amazing Hallmark movie. Really like that one. I believe it was his first one. Don't quote me on that. But I was really happy to see him in a movie and to see Lacey. It is my favorite Lacey J. Maley Hallmark movie. Um, yeah, really like it. Really like the overall vibe, and I really like the couple. They were cute together. They worked well together. Overall, a very strong movie, very strong story, interesting story with the piano. Like, yeah, I mean, of course, you have the romance in the small town, but like having the piano be the center of the story, like what makes the story, was really interesting. I thought it was a great idea and something new. So was really really good movie. I had a really great time, and again was really happy to see these two both on Hallmark again, because I mean Lacey's been doing more movies now. She had a movie in Winter Escape 2025 and a Countdown to Christmas movie. Now she's getting that one. I think that when she was on Chesapeake Shores, I'm not sure she was really getting movies or doing movies. And Bo was, of course, also on the TV show Ride on Hallmark that got canceled after one season, which I was sad about. And when it got canceled, I was like, maybe it's the end of Bo on Hallmark. Maybe he'll move on to other things. So I was happy to see that for Lacey after Chesapeake Shores ended, and for Bo after they canceled Ride, that they're still both working for Hallmark. So that's what worked for me. What I did not like, there's nothing really that I did not like about the movie. The only thing is me being very specific and annoying is that it probably wasn't fully filmed like in a small town, and sometimes in the background you could see it, which wasn't enough to make it a bad movie, but sometimes would like take me out just a little bit. So that's the only thing that I could say that I did not like, but overall, very strong movie. Things to point out. Um, I realized this today while preparing for the episode. Ellie Harvey from Aurora Tea Garden, Lillian from Aurora Tea Garden was the mayor. I had no idea she was in this movie, and now, of course, it makes sense seeing her, but it's such a different character from Lillian, even in different looks. It was like I didn't notice it was Lillian, and I'm like, this is really cool that she was in the movie, and that I mean, Aurora Tea Garden is my favorite Hallmark series, like mystery series, and it's really cool that she was in this movie and she continues to work for Hallmark as well. But yeah, this morning I was preparing for the episode and I was like, wait, I know that name. No, wait, it's Lillian. So that was really cool. I was really happy to see that. Another thing to point out, Hallmark's really trying for spring. We've already mentioned it in another episode. In the past, Hallmark Channel relied a lot on seasons, like Hallmark cards do, and like decor for Hallmark. And then I feel like in the past few years, it kind of lost that. We were getting movies whenever, kind of outside of Christmas, that movies that could have gone into a specific season, like weren't necessarily for that season. We're getting them. And I was like, okay. And then a few years ago, they started doing real fall movies again. I was like, okay, Hallmark picks it up seasonal, like knows what they're doing with season, know what they're doing with the season in the fall. Picks in fall and then Christmas. And this year, like movies look like spring and they're made for spring. And I really appreciate that. I so wish we could get like Winterfest again to get like real winter movies, but like we're going in a good direction. Hopefully, I'm not jinxing it, but I hope it will continue like that because they're really trying and I'm noticing it and I'm really appreciating it. Final thoughts. Like I said, a very innovative movie. Sorry. The end of the piano, like got to think of that. So that was really interesting. Peter Benson directed this movie. Like he's on a roll with movies that he's directing with Hallmark. He's doing more behind the scenes. My thing was like when I saw that he was directed that one, it's like, did he insert himself in this one? Because I think in his past two movies that he directed, he kind of made cameos in them. At least latest two movies. I'm like, will he be in this one? He wasn't, and I didn't notice it while watching, but now thinking about it, he was not, which was disappointing. But again, a great job from him. Hope he directs more Hallmark movies, and I'd like to see him on screen again because we got an Aurora Tea Garden connection in this movie. I really like the movie. I gave it 4 stars. I struggle a little bit on where to rank it compared to the other ones. I mean, Lost in Paradise and Missing the Boat are still for now 1 and 2. I'm not ready to put others above them yet, but I was like, should it be above of Season 2 Blossom? Because at some point I feel like I enjoyed it more. But Season 2 Blossom is so much of a small town, cozy, all that. Then like, this is what I'm looking for. So I put it at fourth. Behind the Season 2 Blossom, like it was neck and neck. But yeah, really exciting spring lineup. I mean, we have a new movie coming out this weekend. I think really called From Philly to Love. I checked a few minutes ago, and of course, I'm not sure the title anymore. Just bear with me a few seconds. I think it is called To Philly with Love. Of course, small towns. I'm not gonna get the small town vibe, but I'll take it. I'm sure it'll be great. I love both actors. So yeah, that is it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the movie, and follow the Instagram at the Hallmark Guy Podcast. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.